name is Zach Smith,
I am 78 years old.
and I was born with congenital hydrocephalus.
I was diagnosed with hydrocephalus at 1 month old.
Well, Nicole was born 14 weeks early, and a couple weeks after that, we were told that she had hydrocephalus.
I found out about hydrocephalus when Antonia was 7 days old.
I had had one brain surgery, the initial one to put the shunt in my head.
My major surgery was in '88. It was simply because the shunt had spliced around the collarbone.
As a result of having hydrocephalus at 40, I've had 44 shunt-related surgeries.
I bounced around among a couple of neurologists, and only one, the final one, was the one that took the time to figure out what was going on.
It's kind of hard, like being me and seeing other kids that I know. Like a lot of my friends do certain sports, and I can't do those certain sports, so it kind of leaves me out. But then there is things that I can do and stuff that I like to do. Like I ride bikes and I fix bikes, and that's like something I feel has being me that fits me.
And it was very isolating to grow up being the only kid or the only person I knew with hydrocephalus.
Challenge has definitely been employment. That was hard for me to navigate my relationships with my coworkers.
Sometimes it's just hard. It just gets really hard when you don't know if he's gonna make it today. You know, when you have two shunts and then you don't know when you get in there, even with an MRI, wait a minute, is it working, is it not working? I want him to have a normal as life as possible, but I really, really wish that they can fix this. It gets hard. When you have a kid ask me, Mommy, am I gonna die? And my motto's not today, not today.
I certainly have learned now that between these two chronic things and a couple of others that I have, you never know from one day to the next. So you take it the old one day at a time, 1 foot in front of the other, you just keep going.
They gave us nothing, no educational resources at all.
And we've had to learn everything about hydrocephalus together.
When I first found out, I was like, well, what is it?
I had no support group. I have none of this information.
And I was like, oh, it's fluid on the brain, and his head can just really swell up and it can get large. And then it's like, yeah, remember that football head syndrome? That's what he got.
So I've been doing a search to try and get somebody to be a voice for me, and I do think support groups are wonderful. I have one that I go to for the neuropathy, and they've been invaluable.
We really didn't find support until she was 17 years old, when we were thankfully connected to the Hydrocephalus Association. And that was our first time meeting someone else who had hydrocephalus.
The positives that it's brought to my life is I'm very empathetic.
It's really important to find like a hobby, and that's what I tell everybody anywhere, is find a hobby if you're new in town or if you're going through challenges, because it's a way of giving you me time.
Learn everything you can about your own condition. Get every medical record that you've had from the beginning to the end and read them all. Know everything that there is wrong with you, so you know.
I've been able to speak up for myself because it's been mandatory. So I've learned how to speak up for not only myself, but also other people along the way.
I've had over 21 brain surgeries.
16 brain surgeries.
44 shunt-related surgeries.
No more brain surgeries, no more BS.
No more brain surgeries, no more BS.
No more brain surgeries, no more BS.